Well, welcome to another video, and it's an interesting one today. Something showed up in my mailbox, as in it literally just showed up in my mailbox. I don't know who dropped it in there, but I'm pretty sure you guys will have seen one of these before. It's an e-ink, basically price tag. As far as I understand with these, they either update them over like NFC, Wi-Fi, or I think the lighting controls, they modulate the LED lights. In any case, I wanted to have a look at what was inside these and have an explore. I'm guessing whoever dropped it in my mailbox kind of knew what I'm like. So what I did off camera was I got a big blob of blue tack here, mushed it on here and gave it a good yank, and this bit separated, and then I ran around a little bit with a spudger just to help separate it. I'm left with an e-ink display which looks a little fragile here, and it all tips out like this. So what we're going to do is grab a little screwdriver and take this tiny little Phillips head screw out of here. We'll nick that out and we'll get a magnet. Stick this to the magnet so we don't lose it. And we have our whole e-ink assembly here. I have a couple of batteries here which look like rechargeable lithiums. They might be lithium primaries, I don't know. We're going to check the voltage. I would wager they're 3 volts, but if they're rechargeable, they might be a little bit more. Let's take a look here. We'll whack our multimeter there and have a look. Looking at 3 volts, just a tiny bit over 3 volts, 3.08. So that tells me they are probably akin to like a CR2032, like these things that fall off my desk all the time. So they're probably lithium primaries, and they got a little couple of spring contacts. So they are a non-rechargeable battery, I'd wager. So it says they're probably relying on these to sort of update at a very low polling rate. And the advantage of an e-ink display is, of course, as you can see, once it's not powered, it keeps its image. Now there's a little chip here, we'll have a look in a minute, but it does say hand show. There's a multi-function RGB LED, and it looks like we have some connectors along the edge here. One of these says VCC, so this might be the programming contacts. These are obviously the power contacts. Over the back here we can see there's a bunch of things like your SDA, your SCL, your ground, your VSH video. This would be probably monitor interface or the display interfacing, but it looks like we can probably interface with this via serial. And this chip, let's get a good zoom on this. Can we go 10 times? Will that let us read it? Let's have a look here. Hand show, it's a BD4200, HS9118, BD4200, UJH411, with what looks like a serial number there, maybe 2244 31031. But interesting stuff here. Along the edge here we have a VCC and a ground, so it's a VCC and ground, probably the 2 big pins, the positive and negative. Oh yeah, TX, RX, SWS and reset. So these 5 pins on here are obviously for programming. This could be handy. We'll have a flip over here. These would appear to be the monitor interface labels, and some test pads along there as well. Reset and ground on the back. So interesting stuff. Should be fairly simple if I can find a way to talk to this. We can probably talk to it on those pins there. Right, I'm going to reassemble this because I want to keep it all in one place and it looks fragile. I did a bit of research preliminary when I first saw this to figure out what it was. And a lot of people like dig holes in the corner and like cut open bits in it. I'm going, you probably don't need to. A suction cup would probably open this as well. There's a little alignment hole here for the LED, so we're just going to stick that back together like that. I'm pretty sure if I push it in, it'll pop in below that lip and just stay in there. So it's interesting stuff, and apparently somebody's been near the olive oil area. So anyway, it was interesting. It's an interesting teardown. I don't really know what to do with this, or whether I should technically have this. I don't know. Anyway, it was an interesting teardown. I guess thank you, and maybe probably don't put these things in my mailbox in the future because it's a bit dubious. But I made a video out of it anyway. So we'll see what happens with this, what I can find out and what I can do with it, I guess. So yeah, I just don't need any more of these in my mailbox. Anyway, we'll see you later, and hope it was interesting.